I have one. I have a letter of engagement for Mr. Rivazigno's company that has been presented, and I would like to make a motion to accept it.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes.
Chairman.
Yes.
All board members have received an engagement letter from the Kerwin Law Firm, which is the proposed legal firm for the ZBA. I think that you've all had an opportunity to look at it, and I would make a motion to accept this proposal and the terms.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes. The next item on the agenda is the abstract approvals. Shirley?
Yes, I need approval for abstract 25, which is your final abstract for the year 2009. General fund with special districts, $17,181.64. Highway fund, $51,338.24.
Make a motion to accept.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes.
And I also need approval on abstract number 1 for 2010. General fund with special districts, $796,198.14. Highway fund, $138,469.58.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any budget modifications, Shirley?
There are no budget modifications this evening.
Thank you. Number 8 is the Landco development, and I move to approve the Landco development for the sanitary sewer work previously completed in September of 2009 at 6074 Marigold Lane in the amount of $13,899.41.
I'll second the motion, and I'm wondering if Mr. Dean can explain a little bit about this project, since the majority of the board members were involved in the original project.
This was an emergency sewer repair at the house. They did not have sanitary sewer service to the house. Landco was called in after it was investigated by the county and by O'Brien here, and they made the repair, and that's in this amount. And it was, you should have a letter in your file that it was authorized by or okayed by O'Brien.
Did we say the amount?
Yes, I
Okay. We have a motion on the table.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano?
Yes, and thank you, Mr. Dean.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
do. Yes. Number 9, assessors discussion on some of the new exemptions with the legislation.
Thank you. There was some legislation passed for exemptions in 2009 that I just became aware of, and one of them that will impact us is a Chapter 353 has expanded the availability of the exemption for persons with disabilities and limited incomes to include those taxpayers who are certified to receive a disability pension from the Veterans Administration. That's new, so we would like to get the word out to our veterans that this is available. We will also try to do a direct mailing. Because this is new, I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but it would seem that if we contact all of our veterans that have a disability rating already, they will probably be eligible for this this enhancement. The board doesn't have to do anything. The state law made this effective immediately to this law that was already passed by the town. So I just want to let you know, and hopefully the press might pick it up, that there's something new available for them.
So you feel that they have been notified by someone else, though? The state is not
I-
notifying them?
I don't think so, unless the Veterans Administration, who does a good outreach program, they may have, but I haven't heard from anyone that they have, so I was thinking that the town might want to do that. I'll get together some numbers and we can discuss that, what it might cost.
We'll take a look at that.
Okay. The other change is, and this one would require a town resolution, for the Cold War veterans exemption that this town adopted in August of 2009. At that time, the maximum level, full value for the exemption is $12,000. And that's what we've adopted, that's what the county's adopted. Since then, the state has given us the option to increase that full market value cap from anywhere between $100,000 and $240,000. They would be $20,000 increments if the town decided to pick something in between. The $240,000 level is where the alternative veteran has been since 2007. So the town may want to consider keeping it at the same level as the alternative veterans, or you might want to pick something in between. I spoke with the county. It's always advantageous and easiest if the levels are the same for the villages, the county, and the town. But the county had passed the Cold War exemption rather late in 2009, and it doesn't look as though they will be considering an increase. But I don't think that has to be a deterrent to the town, where I think we might well take the highest level and keep it consistent with the alternative veterans.
Is this something that you need to further investigate, or is it something that you're recommending?
I am recommending that. Yeah, there's not much more investigation I could do. We don't have many. I don't think it's going to have a huge impact on the town. I think we only have probably 5 Cold War vets so far, and the deadline to apply is March 1st of this year.
So this would be just raising the level up to the maximum per the state regulations?
Correct, yes.
Mr. Jennings, do you know how many veterans we have at the time?
We had approximately 1,700 registered that I'm aware of. But these are not Cold War vets. You're saying we only have 5 that have come forward?
Right, yeah, a number such as that, yes.
Do you feel though it's probably because they're unaware of this? Do you think that would be the reason? Seems like it's a pretty
I'm
low
not
number.
sure. The application for this new exemption has been kind of slow in Salina too, although we do have 30 there. We've had things in the press. I mean, we're trying our best to get the word out. We've had a number of things in the press about the exemption, and of course the deadline is always March 1st for all exemptions.
So that could be addressed in this direct mailing that you're proposing?
Yes, in this particular situation, we think we know the exact people that are qualified, because this exemption is not tied to the Cold War, if we were talking about the low income thing. Yes, we can do a direct mailing to those people, and I think we'll grab everybody that's eligible. I mean, there is an income limit to that. I mean, there's more to the process, but at least we can let them know to come in and get with an application. But as far as the Cold War vet, we've done as much as we can, and hopefully maybe the press will pick up, once again, that our deadlines are March 1st.
Do we need a motion to move this to the highest level?
Yes, we would need a resolution, absolutely, so we need a motion first.
I make a motion to increase the level for this particular exemption and that permissible under county and state regulations.
Second.
Mr. Conway.
Yes.
Mr. Jennings.
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano.
Yes.
Mr. Corral.
Yes.
Ms. Boyke.
Yes. This covers all of your exemptions? Grant?
Yeah, those are the only things that needed any town approval. There were some other legislation that was passed that it is either not ready to administer at this time or doesn't have any real impact on us.
Okay, thank you.